I think something that's not talked about enough is just how ridiculous special ed is. Um, like growing up, I I felt very different and like isolated from like humanity, if that makes sense. Um, it was just there's some I don't know. It's a system that puts people into boxes, and I think that's what I don't like about it. Um, because in so far in my in sort of my young adulthood, I've struggled a lot with insecurities and feeling like I'm not capable of things. Um, and I think a lot of it stems to this moment or these times in my life where I've been put in a room, I've gotten a cognitive, evaluations to figure out what's wrong with me, and just being separated like that. I think it's not good for kids, because it creates this sort of I'm different, and it creates this sort of us versus them sort of dynamic, or me versus them sort of dynamic, or I'm different, or somehow the challenges that I face, you know, are unique to me. It puts that into your head, and um, it's it's just not good for. I just don't think it's good for kids. Um, I think there needs to be some kind of alternative uh, way of dealing with the issue, because I think the most frustrating part is you don't even like figure out what's wrong with you. um, you have to. It's not like they can diagnose you with anything. You have to go to a. I'm pretty sure you have to go to a doctor or like a psychiatrist if you want to get diagnosed for anything in particular. Which I never had that. So I just I felt like all the extra help I needed in school just put it into my head that like there was something wrong with me, and so it's led to a lot of self doubt and not doing, not performing well, and not even bothering to try. And I think that's the biggest issue, is that it puts into your head, why should I even try? If there's something wrong with me, then why? Um, but it can even be the case so that there might not even be anything super inherently different or wrong about you either, because there's been many instances in my life where I've proved myself wrong, where I've done things that I didn't think I could do. Like I'm doing very well. Well, I shouldn't say very well, but I'm doing pretty well in college, and my my ability to like think through abstract like concepts and ideas, and my sort of newfound love for like scholarship, like it's it shocked me because I didn't think I was capable of a lot of these things. But I've also recognized a lot of challenges in my life and moments that have proven to myself, or that have proved to me that yeah, there are things that are wrong with me. Like maybe I'm not neurotypical, but I just don't know. Um, and, but what sucks is like with special ed, like they can assess that there's something different going on, but they can't. It's not like they can diagnose you with anything. So there's just so much uncertainty around it, and I know I should probably, see a doctor and like figure it out, but I've been procrastinating. Um, And I think what it is it's probably ADHD, to be honest. But at the same time, I hear from literally everybody these days that they have ADHD. So like, who am I? I'm not like, I don't know. It's not like it's like it's not like it's going to make that much of a difference if I get a diagnosis, because so many people struggle with that, I guess. I honestly don't really know what's going on in the world these days. I don't even completely understand it myself. Also, autism. I know a lot of people are getting diagnosed with autism now. So I just don't know. Like, if I do get diagnosed, it's not like much is going to change, right? I don't know. Um, and I kind of worry about medication too, because that just seems like I don't like the idea of altering my mind or my brain, because I also think that my ability to like step outside of the box has helped me become a really creative person. But I'm very spontaneous, and I don't know how to explain it. But I lost my train of thought. But I just have a hard time like focusing on things. But but um but I also feel like that's given me the ability to make like wild connections between things, which has helped me think through a lot of like existential questions that have really sort of taken a hold of me. But I just feel like what's frustrating is it's hard to distinguish, like when challenges do come in my life where I'm struggling with something, it's hard to distinguish how much of it is a neurological issue and how much of it is a behavioral or like a taught issue, like an issue that I just believe. Um, because there's a lot of things that I believe that I can't do, but can I actually do them? It's so hard to tell. Um, it's just so hard to distinguish between like what's actually wrong with you and what you believe is wrong with you. Um, and even if I had a diagnosis, I don't think that would change. I would still be questioning, well, is this a me thing, or is this a just because I believe? I don't know. It's hard, but it's also hard when you have people who don't believe in you. Um, and when you're surrounded by people who believe in you, you can do great things. But there's always going to be like a part of me that feels small and like I can't do it. Um, and it's led to me just delaying a lot of life, avoiding life a lot, isolating myself a lot, because I'm just so unsure of what I can do and what I'm capable of. There's just so much uncertainty around it. And I just think it's stupid, because if I never, I wonder if I was like gaslighted, I don't know. I wonder if I was brought up in an environment where I was not isolated from other kids during like study hall, or I didn't have to have all this extra help, or these cognitive exams, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what it was. But if I didn't have any of that, where would I be now? What would I think of myself? You know, these are questions I ask myself a lot, because right now, like, I feel like I just feel so stuck, and like I'm stuck, like living with like the past and what the world has made me believe about myself, and it's really confusing. I don't know. Um, and I don't think it's right for kids to like think about themselves that way. But I also don't have like a good conclusion, because I do think, some kids just they need the extra help, but there's just something that felt wrong about it for me, you know. Like, even if I did need the help, there's just something about what it does to your self-esteem that just sucks a lot. and you have no idea how much these beliefs about yourself snowball into adulthood, and just how much of it is affected. Like I didn't ever think that I would be where I am now, thinking the way I am now, living the lifestyle I have now. I didn't think I would be like this as a kid, but it happened, and now I'm kind of just stuck waiting for, I don't even know what I'm waiting for. um, Death, maybe, I don't know. I just feel like I've avoided so much life, and that I'm continuing to avoid life, even though I tell myself time and time again that I'm not going to, that I'm going to actually live in it, live in the moment, appreciate everything, and function like a normal human being, but it just doesn't happen. I always just cower away in fear because I don't feel like I belong. Like, I feel like it's weird. And what I'll say does help, though, is kind of embracing stupidity. Like, if there's something, like, I have horrible, like, short-term memory and spatial awareness and stuff like that. So if I kind of make it into a joke in reality and kind of just blow it off as not being that serious, it helps a lot, because it gets a laugh out of people, and I can move on with my life. But I think something people don't really think about is that, like, it still does affect me. Like, when I do stupid things, it still affects me a lot, because it makes me think, holy shit, like, how am I going to handle the responsibilities of, like, my dreams if I can't even handle certain basic things, you know? And I don't know. It's something I think about. I'm not here to, like, I'm not trying to, like, complain or act like it's the end of the world. I have a lot to be grateful for in my life, to be honest. Um, it could have been so much worse, and I'm so grateful for the people that I do have. Like, I at least have friends, which is awesome, you know? But, and like, loved ones and family, and, you know, I'm not struggling from the perspective of I don't know. There's, in a lot of ways, I'm not struggling in my life. But I do wonder if I'm ever going to, like, reach my full potential, because I think so little of myself, secretly deep down, and it's just a concern I have, I guess, and I worry about, and I don't know, I worry about all the beliefs that I have about myself, um, and even when I challenge them, it feels like a good dose of reality always reminds me that I'm always going to kind of think this way about myself. And I don't know. It's one thing that kind of sucks, and I think it's led to a lot of problems, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of avoidance of responsibility in general. Because I don't feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm a passenger. I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself a lot, so I'm just gonna end it here. I just feel like I needed to say something for once. I don't know. I'm so tired of talking to myself. I kind of just want people to, like, I don't know, whoever this reaches out there, you know, maybe it'll give you some comfort in knowing that you're not alone, you know, because I sure feel like I'm alone sometimes, in the sense that, in the sense of feeling stupid or little, or society has made me believe that I'm less. So, you know, it might just be helpful to know that, like whatever you're going through, like, you're never alone in that shit. Like, everybody goes through stuff, the same stuff you go through. Like, all of human history has probably been in your shoes like a million times over. So um I don't really have a good answer for how to deal with it. Like, from a societal standpoint, I'm not sure how special ed should structure itself. um but I don't know, I just think these are concerns that should be raised. I don't know. All right, that's it. Goodbye.